everyone, I'm Sandy Caldwell and welcome to Quilt Cabana Corner. On today's episode, we are going to be seeing a few video clips from my weekend trip to Keepsake Quilting, which I blogged about extensively over a 3-day post, so you can check my blog for photos of the shop, which is located in Center Harbor, New Hampshire, and also some photos of Lake Winnipesaukee and Hart's Turkey Farm, and also my visit to Joey's Diner, which is in Amherst, New Hampshire. So we'll have just a few clips from that, and you can actually meet Joey. He does a little plug for his restaurant. And we are also going to talk about Jelly Roll Quilts, this little book I'm going to show you that I picked up on the trip, and I got a jelly roll. I've never used a jelly roll before, so I don't know whether I'll do a race quilt or choose something from here, but I'm going to show you the projects inside. And also, because it's the middle of summer and now people will start to turn their thoughts towards the fall and Christmas for gifting and quilting for the home, I'm actually going to show you the inside of my book, which is Little Quilts for Big Occasions. My book came out last June and there's a lot of nice holiday projects in it, so I will show you what's inside of that because I never talk about my own book. I'm always talking about everybody else's. So today I'll show you that. And I'll also show you the apple core quilt that I'm working on. So go grab your coffee and stay tuned. So before we talk about the Jelly Roll book, I wanted to show you something that I picked up at Target yesterday. The office and school supply line, Mead, has these adorable pencil boxes, and they're $2 at Target, and they come in 4 different colors. Aqua, sort of like a green apple green, purple, and then this coral color. And I love them because you can actually color them if you want. They're all like this. One had an owl on it, one had a flower and something else. But if you open it up, it's a nice sturdy box, and I'm actually going to put my Sashiko supplies in there. So if you're looking for a handy little box that's cheap and you're at Target, check out the school supply aisle because these are really, really cute. So I want to show you that. Now, when I was at Keepsake, I went up there with my mother and my middle daughter, Lindsay, and we had a fantastic time. It was sort of spur of the moment. We were supposed to go up a different week next week, and due to scheduling conflict, that got kind of pushed out of the way. So we decided to go up just for one night, and we decided on Friday, left on Saturday morning. We had a fantastic time up there. And in fact, Keepsake Quilting was following along with my blogging about it, and they linked my blog to their Facebook page. So you can read all the comments on their Facebook page about other people's trips. It's 2 hours from my mom's house and 3 hours from my house, so a little bit of a drive, but it was great because we stayed at the Center Harbor Inn and we really had a nice time. So because I've already blogged about that, we won't spend much time on it, but I was dying to pick up a jelly roll while I was there. This is one that's Keepsake Quilting's own brand. And there are 35 strips in it, and it was $28.99. And they're sort of like a, well, they're a batik. They're sort of like a bally batik. And I loved the colors. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to do a jelly roll race quilt with these or pick something from this book, because every jelly roll race quilt I see, I really, really like. So it will be determined. But this book is published by House of White Birches, and it's 5 designs by Kathy Brown, and it was $9.95 there. You might be able to find this online a little cheaper because it's really kind of a thin book, but it does have 5 nice projects. So let's just take a quick look at those. This one is called the Bric-a-Brac quilt, which I thought was real pretty, with sort of an extra wide border here on it, which is a great way to sort of build the quilt out if you don't have, you know, the standard 40 jelly roll strips or whatever. And I did look online to see how much yardage is in a jelly roll, and it looks like it's 3 yards of fabric cut up. So if you wanted to cut the strips yourself, say you have an AccuQuilt strip cutter or whatever, you can do it yourself. And here's a better picture of it. I think it's very playful for a child's room. This one's called Roadblock. This is called Cross Ties, and that looks real pretty on a bed. And I love this one. This one's called Baby Love. So she makes the hearts out of the strips too, which is really cool. I like the colors on that a lot. Be perfect for a little girl's room. And then she has a picnic time quilt and runner/tote. And I thought this was kind of simple and interesting. And I might even do that for one of my charity quilts for the church. That looks like it would be fun to piece. So here's the quilt, and then here's the little tote, which she just sort of makes a table runner size and adds some ties to it. So that's it. There were lots of Jelly Roll books to choose from. I know Kimberly Einmo's books were up there. But when I looked through, because I've never really done anything with it before, and I'm not sure it's going to be something I'm going to love doing, I didn't want to spend $20 on a book. I was looking more for the $10 range. So that's that book. Next, we're going to take a look at little quilts for big occasions. Okay, so if you're looking for a way to spruce up your home for the holidays, and you would like to see 7 cute little projects, this one is my book. It's called Little Quilts for Big Occasions, and it was published by Leisure Arts. And it is designs that I came up with, and they were kind enough to put into a nice little book for me and publish. So there are 7 projects, and we'll start with, the first one is Valentine Love. And the nice thing about these projects is that you can gift them, or if you have a dedicated spot in your home where you can hang them, they're all approximately the same size, so you could just make them all and switch them out for every occasion. That's what I think is so great about them, that they're all the same size. Oh, and they're all fusible applique with blanket stitch, which makes them super easy and quick to put together. Here's the Celebrate one, perfect for your birthdays or any occasion that you're celebrating. Here's the Easter wall hanging. You could also use these as little table toppers too. It doesn't have to just be a wall hanging. Here's the 4th of July project, Let Freedom Ring. The Halloween one with the trick-or-treat sacks and the candy corn. Thanksgiving. And the Christmas one, Ho Ho Ho. And then in the back of the book are all the templates that you need to be able to make them. And this book goes for $9.95. You can order it from my website and my Etsy store. You can also get it at Joann's and online on Amazon for free shipping and everything. So check it out. Now I'm going to actually end my part of talking to you here because I do have the video clips, and I just have to laugh because in some of the video clips my mother has never seen the flip video, so when I was filming she says in the middle of it, "Is that a video camera?" So Lindsay and I just about fall on the ground laughing because Lindsay knows I'm in the middle of filming something. So of course, being the funny child that she is, the next time I had the video out, you hear Lindsay say, "Is that a video camera?" And that kind of became our punchline for the whole weekend long. So you'll have to excuse that if you hear it, but that's what it's all about. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with that and the progress on the apple core quilt, and we can talk more about the apple core quilt next time. Hopefully I'll have a border on it and, be in the process of quilting that. So thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for a few little clips. I only have the outside of Keepsake Quilting because I don't think that they would want me to film the inside. So as I said before, there are lots of photos of the shop on my blog. So until next time, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. So here's the apple core quilt that I've been working on. It is being done with the AccuQuilt apple core die, which has been pretty good because the pieces are consistent and they're notched on all 4 sides, which is great. So this is going to be 11 rows, and right here I have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and I have the 2 other rows are on my ironing board being pinned right now. So I think it's going to come together really well, and the border of this is going to be the blue. And over here, I'm working on pinning 2 rows together. So when I first was piecing the actual apple cores together, there is a lot of curved seam piecing and sewing, which as we all know can kind of be a pain, and you need to pin a lot. And when I finished piecing the individual apple cores, I thought I was all set. I was like, oh, this is so great, now I just need to sew the rows together. And I kind of forgot that the rows are also curved seams and take much longer. So it's nice that they are all notched here, and a little bit hard to see, but they're also notched here, all four sides, so you know where you're supposed to line everything up, especially on the rows, because you're lining up on the seams, and then you're lining up on the notch, and then you're just sort of easing in on the in-between spots. So I can't work on this too long at a time because I tend to get bored, and it's a lot of fussing with the sewing machine to make sure that this isn't getting sewn together back here, and I've done that at least once on every row so far. But I think that's just how it goes with the curved piecing. So because the kids are home from school, and really at the most I either get to pin one or sew one in the morning, and then that's about it. It's going to take me a while, but I'm really pleased with how it's coming out. So that's the apple core quilt. So here we are at Center Harbor Inn. There's Lindsay. She had her feet in the water and she's talking to my mom. And this is beautiful Lake Winnipesaukee. And I'll also show you, this is the hotel where we're staying at, the little inn. It's called Center Harbor Inn. And Keepsake Quilting is up over the hill. Hopefully I can get some shots of the outside of it. I don't think they're going to let me video inside of it, but it really is quite the quilt shop. So just give you another little peek of Lake Winnipesaukee here. We just walk out the hotel room and here we are. What do you think, Lindsay? What?
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 Oh, probably what?
What?
Wonder where my other kids are?
What?
I left them at home, right, Grammy Judy?
Is that a video camera?
Yes, this is a video camera and it's on. There is our nice little Center Harbor Inn, Lake Winnipesaukee.
Video camera?
There's some people on a tippy canoe. So here we are at Keepsake Quilting in Center Harbor, New Hampshire. We came over yesterday, Saturday, and we spent the afternoon here, and today is Sunday and we're going back in, but I don't think that they're going to let me video in there, so I just want to show you the outside of the store. It starts over here. There's a yarn shop over there. That's Lindsay being funny. And a bookstore, and a furniture store over this way, and a pet shop and a supermarket and a liquor store over that way. So here we go, day 2. Here we are at Joe's Diner, which is owned by my cousin Nancy's husband, Joe. That is a video camera. Silly.
Did you say Joey or Joe?
It's Joey's Diner, right? It's a 50s diner. The menu is huge. Over there they get the little Corvettes sticking out of the wall. Awesome decor, great staff, and we got some chocolate fraps, and they even give you the can. Gotta love that. And we'll get some video of the outside of the building too, because it's a pretty cool place. We are in Amherst, New Hampshire. All right, so here we are at Joey's Diner. Here's Joey. How are you? Plug your restaurant.
Joey's Diner and Pizzeria. Amherst, New Hampshire, 101A. It's not too far from Massachusetts. Come on.
Excellent. Sounds good. Thank you. Look, you can eat all that. Awesome. And here's the outside of Joey's Diner. And there's Lindsay and Grammy waiting to go home. And there it is. Awesome place. Stop by if you're in Amherst, New Hampshire.